Okay, remember. Okay, remember. They're changing my voice. Right now, my throat is sore, but this video is important. In recent years, I've pointed out that they've messed up my brain with fumes and poisons, and it's partially disabled me. I brought up when I talk about my top martial arts challenge, I brought up in regards to sexual behavior, right? I haven't had a date in a long time. Okay, and that's the main reason I haven't, tried to make love to a woman or something. I do not believe in waiting until marriage because the circumstances in which people get married are demonic. They're Luciferian. Okay, it's a hyper-capitalist system, and in a communist system, there's communist marriages, and neither of them are holy. Okay, people follow the kind of crowd, and it's not easy to ask someone's parents to marry them, and on top of that, when you're not rich or something, when you're not financially stable, and I don't think you should need to be financially stable to get married. In fact, I know that's unfair. And on top of that, people are wishy-washy. I've been betrayed by females countless times. I was engaged and she betrayed me. Imagine if I waited till I was married to her, okay, to have sex, just to have her cheat on me, the first chance she gets, so to speak. So people can't be trusted. The systems of the world, the countries of the world are evil. And we see just evil people getting married, having fancy marriages, putting in people's heads that they have to have some fancy marriage and spend lots of money, and it just ruins it. We don't live in a time where there's some kind of stable nation. Hell, Rome wasn't that nation either. The people who put that in the Bible worship the devil. I'm sure of it. So it's really revolutionary lovemaking is what should have occurred, if anything. But you must be in the divine order. But that's not what this video is about, but it's more important than what this video is about, really. And it connects to it. There's a lot of angry racial supremacists and, psychotic, quote-unquote, patriots that think that it's smart to argue with Jesus about this, to their shame. Now, we see that the head of the health department said that testosterone levels are down 50% since he was 10 years old, since he was a boy. That is a huge issue. Why isn't the media all over this? Why aren't people all over this? It's connected to why marriages aren't valid. People play stupid about things, first and foremost in matters of God, which is outrageous, which is unbelievable. It's the most intolerable thing. But they're also playing stupid about the government sabotaging people's sex lives. And a lot of people are afraid to discuss this. I've been discussing this for years. Hasn't been the main topic I've discussed, but I've brought it up several times at least in the last 5 years or so. Said at one point they crippled me and blinded me for several days. I was crawling around. Nobody was helping me. My own parents were hardly helping me because they were helping them gang stalk me. But I consider them blameless. That's a story for another day. Because they brought me into this world, and I'm Christ. Now, people need to stop being so damn proud. And it's connected to their racial pride and their pride in their churches and wanting to be right and so on and so forth. Have the humility to accept correction and instruction. Keep an open mind. Be fair. Be just. Be right. Yes, they messed up my sex life. I haven't had a date in 7 years or so. The last person I dated was nice, very nice lady with cerebral palsy who moved away. And because of financial sabotage and them sabotaging my car, I wasn't even able to visit her anymore. And then she moves away. There's no excuse for the arguments of waiting till marriage. They're basically saying conform to Luciferianism. That's what they're saying. And after that, they say that it's magically okay to get married after that. And that's the anti-marriage, the anti-Christ. The preachers who marry those people, they're in rebellion against God to a T, to the point they're pretending to represent God in matters of marriage. Marshall is marital scrambled, and I Christ and the bridegroom. Not the churches. And they aren't the bride either. They are part of the Babylonian system, and you all know it. You let your pride in your church and your community come between you and God. You let your greed come between you and God. 50% reduction in testosterone. Is it across the board? No. There are privileged people who aren't as sabotaged as other people. The sabotaging of the testosterone is about as across the board as poverty is. Think about it. And you think some rich piece of shit is in some social club that's sabotaging other people, decent people, or closer to decent rather, because they're outside the divine order, that they should get a hot chick and go on and on about how they please their hot chick and other people can't when the government is sabotaging their sex life? You know how outrageous that is? That is sick. I thank God I don't have a daughter. And I thank God I don't have a daughter who would do something like that, who would date the privileged oppressor. And listen to these chicks on YouTube talking about how to please a woman. When you see people's whole bodies, you see their pectoral muscles sagging. You see them look sickly. You see them show the signs of having low testosterone. The signs of their physiology being poisoned. Of biological poisoning, biological warfare, chemical warfare. You see the signs. The head of the health department said it's obvious. He said it's fucking obvious. But you people don't care. You don't care enough. You women really think it's right to sabotage and shun the people who are closer to righteous? And the righteous one, me? Because a bunch of arrogant, child-raping scum and their allies make it so that you can only get a fucking hard-on if you pump kids in the fucking ass, or you set the stage for some sick, fucking demon-looking piece of shit to pump them in the ass.